Welcome back to our Stage 2 Tour de France watch-along LRCP special brought to you by Join Cycling. We are on the third last climb of the day. We're about to go into the passage of the first finish line passage before in Bologna. Victor Campenaerts has taken up the pace for Maxim van Gils, who's wearing the white jersey today on behalf of Frank van den Broek, who's in the green jersey. Benji, is this for the stage? Or is this to just drop Van den Broek and so that Van Gils goes into that jersey outright today?
I'll be honest, I'm not sure about it. Because on one end, yes, Frank van den Broek is just at the back actually struggling. So this could be an attempt to get Frank van den Broek outside of that white jersey to actually have the white jersey when it comes to Van Gils. But that's also risky because then you're also betting on Van Gils being able to stay with GC riders like Remco on the final climb, which I actually have confidence in Van Gils on San Luca. But it's not that sure either. So I'm not totally sure. It might be more related to the stage, but then I feel like it's a bit late.
If it's for the stage, that would be very strange because Lotto Destiny had a number of riders in the peloton, Dali or name them, and they could have put a rouleur on the front. Grignard, just a guy that not let the gap to the breakaway go out of control. So the breakaway...
Prisoners.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a... It was a full peloton for much of this stage, and in the long valley, I think before the category 4 Botteghino di Zocca, around the intermediate sprint mark, there was a crash, and that was the moment where if you do want the stage, I think the gap was like 5 minutes to the breakaway, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You put a rouleur just to stop it going to 9:30, which it did again. So that's what's a little bit curious. UAE Team Emirates haven't taken it up yet. We see Tratnik trying to come back, I think, but it's a pretty hard circuit now.
Gulsa just crashed, right?
I think he crashed uphill trying to take a bag.
We see it on the right there. Oh, totally at the end? Yeah.
He crashed, yeah.
He flops on the floor. No, there.
Kwiatkowski's at the back of the pello. So Frank van den Broek has held on, I think. Or I don't know if there's a split in front of this group with Aaron Baru. But the pace just went up significantly on that climb. Don't even know what its name is.
Aramburu, I'm sorry?
Well, he's been at the back.
He's doing that. He's sandbagging, my friend. He is sandbagging to make sure the competition doesn't realize how strong he actually is. So that is the aim there. But to be honest, not much happened outside of what we've already spoken about in the stage. And we spoke a little about, yesterday in the podcast about what should DSM do at the start of the stage. Should they try and put someone in the breakaway like Van den Broek, even though we spent quite a lot of energy yesterday? Because that might be a better chance of keeping yellow than Bardet. But then the thing they actually did was they put Welton in the breakaway, which he's got zero chance to do anything from the breakaway.
Yeah. They played it conventionally, but smart.
Yeah.
They executed a conventional strategy really well, which is to let a big, strong break go, but with no one threatening whatsoever on GC. Like the tightest was 15 minutes.
I'm not sure how much that was by accident or by luck.
Yeah, because you're right. It's like I don't recall EF jumping with Bettiol, with Costa, with Healy over and over and over and over to get in the break.
They didn't.
Or Harper for Jayco or something like that. So
the only move that EF did in the breakaway formation was Sean Quinn following one move, one counterattack, and that counterattack never even reached the breakaway. That is not up the road. So
the smartest thing to do when you're a team like in DSN's position is to puff your chest out before the stage. Say we are happy for the break to win, but if you're less than 10 minutes on GC, we will not let you in the break. And 90% of the time, that's enough to stop other teams even bothering to jump, and then they just jump with the right riders, which is what happened. Like good riders, yes, they lost a lot of time yesterday, but for this sort of course, it is a nasty breakaway, and I think the way this break has been working is slow on the climbs and pushing in a pace line very, very consistently on the flat, because we got versatile riders in terms of Pacher, Abrahamsen, Laurence, even Vauquelin, and then we got proper rouleurs like Uhl and Turnison, and then you've got climbers Rodriguez and Tejada, Tejada's not that small, so it's a strong break. They've stuck together. They've not messed about. They've let Abrahamsen take the KOM points, and I think they're going to take more time out now. I don't know how long it is to the first passage of San Luca, Benji, for the break.
I'm taking a look at the map as we speak. Oh, I just killed the map as we speak, and we are back. We've got about 4 kilometers towards the first passage. of the finish line.
So
8 till San Luca, roughly.
the breakaway is going to have to split apart on this climb. They can't keep going the pace they've been going and hope to make it. They've been like on the last climb. That car was a bit. They've been going so slow on the climbs that they're losing like a minute on a 4-minute climb.
Question: you're in this breakaway. You're Mike Teunissen. On paper, you're not the best climber in this group. On paper, on a climb like San Luca, you're getting dropped by Laurence, Vauquelin, etc.
I think Teunissen has to hope
Mm-hmm.
that they don't nuke this next climb,
Mm-hmm.
and he has to attack on the 5% kicker or the descent because he cannot go to the last San Luca with this breakaway. No way.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because on one end, Fuga at this point, trying to break away from this breakaway at this point, kind of ruins the cooperation and might ruin the breakaway. So it's too early for that. But on the other hand, Teunissen doesn't even have a chance anyway if they go to the climb together.
And it's not. How do you break away? They're riding at 50 kilometers an hour in a pace line. But Teunissen's gone to the back. I think he's going to get refreshments. Uhl just went and got some ice on his neck and some refreshments.
Hugo Uhl is a weird rider. He won a Tour de France stage, and he does such a limited amount of stuff throughout the year. A lot of domestique work, I feel like.
He's very strong.
And in breakaways, he's so strong. So why don't we see Hugo Uhl being more prominent in breakaways outside of that one Tour de France stage?
Because he doesn't have elite 5-minute power, relative or absolute. He's got a good engine. Seems to be good in the heat. And also Mike Woods was really why he won that Tour de France stage, marking Jorgensen out of it, I think. But yeah, just like a versatile engine without like a great sprint, without a great punch, and then you end up just being like a strong breakaway rider. I think Teunissen's gearing up for something though. Teunissen's not a stupid rider. He has to have some sort of. He's had 4.5 hours or 4 hours to try and formulate a plan to actually win this stage. So
the plan changes, eh? The gap went up to 9 minutes every now and then.
They can still play.
When it's 9 minutes, there's more breakaway from the breakaway possibilities than when it's 5 minutes.
True, exactly. When it's 9 minutes, he already probably would have attacked.
Yeah.
And now they're all. If it was 9 minutes, they wouldn't be chopping off like this.
Yeah.
They'd be sitting on and playing. And maybe Abrahamsen, he just wants to keep it together to take KOM points. I don't know.
Let's talk about the San Luca climb for a second. What do we think about the profile? So it's 1.9 kilometers, 10.4%. Some rumors say 10.2%. Who knows? But it's a pretty damn hard climb, and it goes in. It's not super steady, but it's okay. As in the first 400 meters is 12.7%.
Yeah.
Starts with a hard segment, the second hardest segment of the climb. Then it's a bit easier, 8.2% for 400 meters in the 400 to 800 meters mark. And then when you hit the middle part, it's once again 12.9% for a bit, and then it gradually starts lowering towards the top. So 10.2 for 400 meters, and then the last 400 meters is 5.9. So the last part is the easiest part.
That's where Roglic attacked, I think, to injure dell'Emilia last year. I don't know.
Yes.
The shallower bit on 6%. But the first 1,600 meters, the first mile for our American Freedom Eagle friends, it's steep. It's consistent. There's no like descent or flat in it. It's a hard climb. It's narrow at points. They go under the archway to enter it. The lead outs are going to be really interesting, Benji, because Wellens is dropped.
Yep.
Pollitt's looked a bit average. I don't know what's going to happen, because what we saw yesterday on Barbotto is if UAE does have a plan to launch it, it takes them about the first 30% of the climb to get the domestiques back to the front of the peloton, because they enter in bad position because they don't have the rouleurs to do the lead out.
Exactly, and the fight for San Luca won't be easy, and teams are going to be fighting to be in that fast position, to be on the front when that first 12% segment starts, and it indeed will be dependent on how fast you can get your guys to the front. Now, once the climb hits, I'm not sure if the teams that were sprinting for the position will keep going fast on the climb.
Yeah, but
at the start,
what you do is you don't do what Ineos did in the Vuelta. I remember they did it every climb in the Vuelta 22, I think. They would do like a huge lead out and then stop completely. Yeah. What you do is, especially on a narrow climb, you do the lead out, but you have to keep pacing at some reasonable pace, and then it might even get blocked up a bit behind. So we see Mr. Lemon doing the lead out on the right hand side. I don't know which of the Lottos. It's no longer Voxnor is pacing. Tom Schoens has also come to the front. Do you know why? Ciccone stage win?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't think Pedersen's getting over these climbs, that's for sure.
I don't know why.
Positioning for Ciccone, but he's not in the wheel. Ooh, Lotto Destiny team ready. We can still go for the
Tom's
white.
right in a straight line, brother. What are you doing?
Lotto confirming we can go for white and yellow even.
So
If Bardet and Van der Broek is...
Schoen's rode to the front and then just started having a go at Lemon for riding a straight line.
So Lotto is riding for the white and yellow jersey. But why do you need to ride for that? Positioning, I understand now.
Positioning, I mean, should Lotto have gone for the stage win yesterday?
Then again, I think it's okay here because Van den Broek was dropping already.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I got no problem with it. It's getting tight. It's getting hairy. All the lead-outs are coming. Campenas is back to the front.
Where was this positioning in the Classics, Lotto?
So Campenas is saying tranquilo. He's right. It's like when you have front position, so watch Campenas and Lemon now. When you have front position, the principle is to do the minimum possible to maintain the front position for as long as possible. You don't start half-wheeling each other and then you both blow your doors off and then you're at the back of the peloton and you can't help anymore.
Lenny at the back again?
Yeah, Lenny's and Gadu.
Most recognizable rider in the peloton.
It's really bad, man. Because today's not that hot, right? It's hot, but not like stinking.
It's not crazy.
And they took it easy. And they also on stage, like yesterday was a hard stage all day. Today, they do a 5-minute climb. Then they had us like 40 minutes in a valley to go to the car. I think even people got too switched off with Van Aert crashing and Jorgensen crashing and De Plus crashing. We never saw a replay of the intermediate sprint. We never saw a replay of how that crash happened, which was pretty strange. Would have been handy to see.
Are they on the left side to get with a teammate?
Vlasov is not with Bora. Where is Bora? Hindley and Dens are on the right-hand side. I see another Specialized helmet, but that's Van Wilder.
There's two in the middle.
Almeida's at the back. Kelderman's at the back.
There's one next to Jungels as well.
So we got Lemon bleeding out Laporte, then Van Aert. What's his name? Vingegaard, Jorgensen.
What's his name? Vingegaard. Jesus.
What's his name? Voxnor on the right, and then Kwiatkowski. And then now Denzel, I think it's Roglic moving himself up, and he just got close to the barriers.
Yeah.
Roglic is trying to move himself up in front of Denzel. He just got closed. Ooh, SK at the back. This is very messy. Lotto are sort of moving, like they're not picking a side, you know? They're to the left, to the right.
Kind of in the middle, and when you get stuck in the middle, you drop back in the middle, and everybody waves over you on the side.
You want to be on a side? Like, Ineos do a very, very good job at that.
And the breakaway is still cruising, 416. It's a strong breakaway.
This reminds me of kind of like a women's Liège, Benji. Where the break has a huge margin, but then, and the peloton's on cruise control, but then when the peloton decides to actually move,
they move.
It's like, it's lost 5 minutes in 20 Ks.
Yeah.
It's
actually crazy.
Now, you could be a scenario like yesterday where guys like Christian Rodriguez or Pacher or whoever, they got a lot left in the tank, or Ugo Ull.
Yeah, but the closer they get, the more teams will be interested too.
San Luca's only a 5 minute. It's the lead outs into the climbs that are taking more time than the climbs themselves. Not on a Here we go. So what's his?
We've got Total Energy Attack.
Well, who is it?
I completely forgot who from Total Energy is in the breakaway. It is Jordan Jagal. We can't forget him. Come on. Are you gonna fly swat the camera? That is dangerous, my friend. We could lose the podcast here.
Got him.
He got him.
I got it without destroying the camera. HDMI still working? That is clutch. Fly swats it back. Ugo Ull is dropped and Christian Rodriguez goes. I'm not surprised. He was stronger than Vauquelin yesterday. Vauquelin lost 29 minutes. He lost 18, so he was obviously in a much better group up the road.
Looking good.
Tejada's breathing through the nose. Laurence is right there. Pacher is there. The four strongest, most likely, will be, the Rodriguez, Tejada, Laurence, and Pacher. Abrahamsen is dropped. I swear, I've said this before. Nelson Oliveira has been a willing participant in Grand Tour breakaways so many times. He's always in the breakaway.
He's got no chance.
And he works and he never tries. And he's a really strong rider. I like Nelson Oliveira, like valuable member of any team.
Pacher goes.
I'm not sure this is the smartest, actually.
Vauquelin as well now, eh?
Yeah, Vauquelin is actually stronger than C-Rod, it looks like.
Who's the real Rodriguez now?
I think you won that debate. I think you won the Carlos Rodriguez against Christian Rodriguez debate. I also didn't realize he's like 30 years old. He's like not young.
That's true. He's been along for a while, Christian Rodriguez.
I'm not sure Pacher should try drop everybody.
Hey, you want to get over this and you still want to have enough numbers.
Abrahamsen's coming back. Abrahamsen's coming back.
You want Abrahamsen for the Valley.
Yeah, like you want a decent... You do need to go quicker than Uhl and the other guys can go. You do need to increase the pace.
He's going straight to the front?
Yeah, for the K1 points.
He's such a trucky. I love it.
But you have to... Yeah, you still need guys to help you. And it's not like Emilia, they go...
Man, the look with your axe.
Yeah, it's cold today. It's like 13 degrees, 15 degrees. Oh, what a beautiful climb. But I think, how long's the valley? Is there an actual valley between the two?
Yes, there is a valley between the two of roughly 10 kilometers.
So that's 10 kilometers, that's 12 minutes, 13 minutes.
Abrahamsen there.
And, wow, Turnison and Oliveira have come back. Uhla's come back. And so you need to work in that valley.
But at least we now know who roughly are the better ones. But also, the riders that dropped now know they're not the better ones, so might actually attack in the next valley.
I wish we were seeing the peloton because I'm sure they're doing absolutely full gas lead outs right now. This is the steep part. This is where what you'd expect Poggy to get the lead out to attack. Laurence attacks.
Nobody can respond. I
think it's too early for this, to be honest.
I think so too.
Because if you're this good to drop everybody, you can do it on the last climb.
Yeah.
Like, why spend your bullet on the second last and risk now being solo and getting caught by the peloton? Like, just wait with Vauquelin and also like Christian Rodriguez. The others will work to catch you too.
The one benefit is that once you go over the top, you've got a slight downhill, then you've got the 500-meter climb, then you've got descent, and the first portion of the flat part is actually a bit twisty, apparently.
Yeah, it's technical. It's technical.
So it's only like the last kilometer and a half before the finish line that is like straight.
Yeah, but still, is the bonus gate on the... So it's like at the end of this steeper section? Or?
Oh.
Van Aert, so Visma obviously did the lead out into the climb. Van Aert is pacing. Benoit is there with Jorgensen. Laporte would have done the lead out and pulled off.
Poggi in P5-6?
Yeah, Healy is there. Rodriguez is there. And we go back to the breakaway. It's the four guys of Laurence, Tejada, and Christian Rodriguez coming back, Pacher and Kevin Vauquelin. And it looks probably Abrahamsen will come back, honestly. Yeah. But they need to work together. They need to work together on the 5% 1K climb. They need to work together in the valley because, actually, maybe in the valley, the peloton knocks it off a bit for the 5Ks.
Maybe it's getting close enough that another team might be like, okay, maybe I can win the stage. So I think that goes both ways, Pat. So.
But who will pace for UAE is the magic question.
Might not just be UAE.
Yeah, it could be.
If Lotto gets a few riders over there, they might be like, ooh.
Who will Lotto get over with Van Hills?
I don't know, actually. Campenard should get over, I think.
No, but
he's worked
he
a lot already.
Did a shitload of work. See how narrow it is. Like, if you're Yates or Almeida... Pardon?
Wout's
gone? Wout's gone. If you're Yates or Almeida, you could be caught behind and you can't move up to set a pace. Poggi is on the wheel of Vingegaard, P4. I think Almeida is maybe in good position, actually, in P10. Rodriguez is there, but we're not getting a consistent shot of from the helicopter and Abrahamsen's return to the breakaway. I wish they would stay on the peloton a little bit longer. Wow, the climb seems to have gone forever for the break.
Yeah. I feel like it's taken a very long time so far.
Yeah, I think they're being cagey, actually.
I think they could go faster.
Yeah, I think they could. But
they shouldn't. Because they want to get over this with multiple riders.
Who do you see as the favorite now?
Laurence.
Laurence, I
Because
think.
the distance from them to the peloton is not large enough for someone to start playing in the valley.
Yeah, Abrahamson comes to the front to start pacing again, which
Okay,
is useful for this breakaway, that you just have someone to keep the pace going without attacking.
And he's got the points.
And he takes the KOM points on the first San Luca. This could also be a situation, I mean, probably the peloton will do the last San Luca, I would say 1 minute quicker.
Mhm.
And then it's all going to be about this valley. So there's also another 1K 5% climb. Just having a look at the peloton now, seeing where
Where's
everybody
UAE
is.
boys? There's one Pogacar there, but all the rest is like on the right bottom of the screen.
Yeah, they're all in the middle of the peloton. Ayuso's there, Almeida's in there, Yates is there.
But it's still looking good.
But Noda's chilling. Rodriguez there. Remco's right on the wheel of Vingegaard. Roglic. I see Hindley. I can't see Roglic. I'm sure he's there.
So weird to see Remco in a regular Soudal Quickstep jersey.
I know, yeah. I'm so used to him being in a different
After
jersey.
a year and a half of world champion, Belgian champion, it's difficult for me.
Where is Roglic?
On
Is
the
he
right
on the
bottom?
right of Bardet? It looks like his style
think
on the
so.
right of Bardet.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's on the wheel of Bardet.
Yeah.
That is Roglic.
But his teammates are dropping too a
Yeah,
little bit.
Hindley looks like he's struggling a lot. Ayuso looks like he's following the wheel of Roglic. Okay, but again, this is not a nuclear pace. This is a defensive pace.
Is it the Decathlon guy on the right?
Goal, I would say.
I would expect him to be there at least. 336 is now the gap. I swear it went down a little
They've
and
not
now up a little.
they've not done the actual climb much quicker than Laurence.
Remco looking good at the moment.
Pogacar is looking
Van
around.
Hel suffering a little in my opinion.
Pogacar attacking.
Pogacar moving past. What's happening? Oh. The instant panic. The instant panic from Visma Leasewij.
Yeah, but he really surged, huh?
That was hilarious. Remco directly in the wheel of Jonas as well.
Roglic is not looking good. Roglic would not elect to be P30, Benji. He would want to be where the Vismas are.
Yes, but I'm not going to conclude anything.
No,
yet,
I'm not saying. I'm just
San Luca.
saying this is not where he wants to be. Behind.
Might just be a
That's
positioning
Hindley.
problem, eh?
That's Hindley.
Yeah.
That's Van Wilder. Then Movistar's complaining. The DSM is giving a bid on to Bardet. Who's 85? Jungels. I did not see Roglic.
Me neither. If Jungels is there, he's going to be there.
Carapaz looks really good. Carapaz is P5. He's been good in these sort of classics too. He won.
Yeah.
Did he win Milano Torino?
I
was that
do not
Uran?
remember. Does not compute. Am I supposed to look it up? I'll look it up.
It's not that important.
Carapaz.
Almeida's moving up on the right-hand side. Almeida's legs, I am 100% convinced Almeida's legs are good, but he just,
He did not win Milano Torino.
positioning-wise. Poggi is... See, look, it's taken Benji the whole climb
Yeah.
for the UAE domestiques to get into position.
Yeah. Also because it's kind of narrow, eh? You don't have much position to pass, eh? And we're saying UAE domestiques, but there's not that many, eh?
Roglic is there. I see him now. The peloton's still pretty large.
I'm also trying to look at Ineos and see whether I can see a certain rider. Chat is saying that Geraint Thomas has dropped. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, but attack at the front of the race. We've got Nelson Oliveira. Well, to be fair, he's going to lose anyway, so might as well do it. It's the only chance for Nelson Oliveira to win, is attacking in the valley. So I'm okay with this. Frank van den Broek is dropped. So that means Van Gils is in the white jersey, virtually.
Thanks, Tyson, for the €12 dono. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the live chat, boys. He says, we've been enjoying it. It's been well, I think it's been a good Tour de France so far. I don't have a problem with the breakaway winning when it's like good quality riders. And
When there's fights in both groups, I don't mind it.
What I really don't like is if a break of like 3 guys goes uncontested, no one chases.
Campo Imperatore.
Yeah, that's not my idea of a good time. This is good. So Nelson Oliveira has made his way back, and yeah. And now Arkea, Benji, they can play the numbers game here.
Yeah. They've got both Rodriguez and Vauquelin. From this shot, I cannot tell which one is in the front. Vauquelin?
I think it's Vauquelin. He's slightly
He's taller,
He's
eh?
slightly bigger, right? And
Yeah, it's Vauquelin. Ooh, Luke says they have different helmets. That's a wise man. They've got a small gap, but this is not it, eh?
You'd be surprised how, if you watch Trofeo La Guelia, how a 2-second gap on a descent, if a ruler then kicks out of the descent in the bottom in the valley, that all of a sudden... but it looks like Jorgensen's knocked the pace off significantly. So the breakaway, it swung right back to them. Bora have come to the front with one rider. I don't know who it is, but it's going to be nervous into this descent. Trek are trying to move up. Jorgensen and Vingegaard want to be first wheel into the descent. That's clear. They didn't like that Bora Red Bull Hansgrohe rider moving up. Dude, there's so many riders just changing sides constantly. It's a small group.
Yeah. The question now is anybody going to keep pacing in the valley segment? Because Jorgensen ain't going to do it, eh?
No.
Is this the 500-meter climb that we get after the San Luca top? Yes, eh?
Yeah. This is after the false summit.
The false summit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool name. Is that like an official term, or did you just make that up? I think it's the latter, is my guess. DSM now moved to the front and starting to pace. Is that... Well, Frank van den Broek is dropped, so...
Sivakov dropped.
Yeah, I don't know why DSM is pacing in the peloton, because if you're DSM, you want the breakaway to take the bonus seconds on this last San Luca climb and at the finish. Right?
Are they just trying to keep your man safe?
I don't know.
Is it Wawa? This is not a serious pace, Benji. This is blocked up. It
looked better. It looked better 2 seconds ago.
Ayuso is in front of Almeida.
Look at his body language. He's pacing as hard as he can.
Yeah. Is it Stevie Williams?
Yeah. Looking better than yesterday, mate. Who's in the wheel?
Why are they sprinting?
Ooh,
that's a bad place for a bottle. Why is Barguil launching it?
I do not know.
Kelderman's coming back. Keldergaard. Wilco actually is a good descender. That's the thing. Like, he actually technically is.
But back in the day, he wasn't there.
No.
Or was that Kruiswijk? I think both.
But Wilco actually not a... Jesus, don't fucking hand Jonas a bit on mid-corner. Wilco, come on.
You're getting a heart attack seeing him here.
Matteo can do it because Matteo is really good on the bike. Why did Buggy just do that huge... Is he trying to block the descent, you think? Now he can block it up?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have any clue why he's doing that.
Heidi Erickson, thanks for the $5 US donation. What do we think is going to happen? I think the last 5 minutes, Benji, just firmly swung this in favor of the breakaway. Or more. I'm not saying 100%. I'm saying it's... Wow, look at that. Everyone just put their hand up for water. But now they got to keep going in this. This is the moment. This is the moment Turnison has to go. Turnison has to counterattack.
Abrahamsen?
Yep, Abrahamsen. Whoever. Uhl. This is the moment when half the guys go back to get water. When the pace comes out of the group, you have to go on the flat here. Otherwise, you have no chance. And I'm actually surprised not to see it. I know that Pacher's rolling through pretty hard and Turnison. I mean, Arkea should want to keep it going because they got to fight a puncher's chance to win with Vauquelin straight up against Laurence.
Because we got to keep in mind it's a solid 9 kilometers to go and then we start the next San Luca. So,
but who in the peloton is going to pace all out in the valley here?
Good question. I don't see a team
in theory, UAE. But we've not seen any indication. Almeida.
Yeah, Almeida ain't going to pace the valley, man.
Are you so?
After yesterday, I don't believe they've got him in that position yet. He's still potential co-leader on paper.
There's not, and to remind you watching at home, there's 8, 5, and 2 bonus seconds on the last San Luca, right? It's not on top of the 1K 5%
Correct.
kicker. So
it's up on top of the San Luca climb.
you know, there's good bonies available as well, and the break. Here we go, some counterattacks again from Oliveira. Pacher is closing him down.
I like it.
I think it might have been Turnison because I can't see Turnison.
No, he's at the back.
He's at the back. He has to go. Turnison has to counter off this Oliveira acceleration. But now Vauquelin puts the arm out to... Oh, no. Who's the one with the aero helmet, Luke? Yeah, Vauquelin puts the arm out to get assistance. Yeah.
So to be clear, Rodriguez is wearing the aero helmet.
Yeah.
Vauquelin is wearing the non-aero helmet. If you don't know, the aero helmet is the one that doesn't have many holes in it.
But Abrahamson or, yeah, the rouleurs, they have to counter if they have the legs now.
348 gap is expanding and...
I got to take a pee break. I think the peloton's going nowhere.
Okay. I think so as well. I think break is winning at the moment. And based on what I saw on the last one, Laurence was the strongest on the previous... Oh! We see Turnison trying to follow a Shimano neutral car to get an attack going. And we've got Hugo Ull trying to desperately close that gap. And in that wheel, we've got Laurence. I don't think this attack is going anywhere because Ull is throwing everything on the table to close that. That was a bit desperate by Hugo. But hey, otherwise Turnison might be gone. No immediate counter-attack. Everybody's still in the wheel. And there goes Nelson Oliveira for the third time. At this point, he deserves the gap. Nobody responds. Nobody responds. There goes an Arkea rider. It is the man with the non-aero helmet, so it is Vauquelin. And in the wheel of him, we've got Abrahamson. That's a good trio. We've got Oliveira, Abrahamson, and Vauquelin. This would be really strong. If these three can get away, which it looks like.
Yeah, Pacher is getting rolled here. Laurence is playing with big fire. Laurence has not really helped close down anything. And
Abrahamson will take over.
Tejada's about to look back, look down underneath his saddle and say,
This was the Fuga de la Fuga.
Vauquelin, you got to get to the wheel, buddy. He's not going to take over. You have to get to the wheel. Are you stupid? You're the favorite from the group.
Yeah.
But this is the beauty of what Arkea can do with the numbers, because you play one, C-Rod sits in, Mark's out behind. I mean, Vauquelin's not getting so easily across to Oliveira.
He's not at all.
Thanks, Zoe Backer, for the 10 US donation. Love to Toby. Thanks for the stream. Where is Toby?
He's right there.
Toby's absolutely comatose in the corner. He doesn't care about this stage. He's having a sleep. He didn't even do a hike today.
And they're not closing Oliveira that easily at the moment, but
they just put Oliveira on the back of the motorbike here.
They're gone. Those three are gone.
Tejada, Pacher, Laurence has gone to the wheel of Rodriguez. That's not where you want to be.
No.
Rodriguez doesn't pull through. Pacher will give up.
Yeah. And Oliveira, to get away with Vauquelin, to get away with Abrahamson, that's a very strong trio to get away. Oliveira will always ride, even with riders that he's not.
He can take top three on the stage or the UCI points or whatever. Vauquelin is clearly the favorite from those guys.
Yeah.
Abrahamson probably wants a head start and KOM points, or I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to win the stage at this point.
Abrahamson, yeah. I don't think he believes he can beat Vauquelin.
I think he should believe he can beat Vauquelin. I think every single one
if he rides like a steady tempo and then you can't come back on the 1K 5%. Yeah, you're right.
Oliveira, I've got less trust in.
Yeah, Oliveira, when they accelerated, he was really really going back.
But I do believe Abrahamson can win. And after the last 1.5 days, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Because that man's been very strong.
The peloton has gone really slow. Benoit has come back. Kelderman's on the front. The peloton's going nowhere. So if UAE did want the stage or the bonus seconds, indeed, they've not come to the front for Pogačar. Nah. You have to say Pogačar looked like he was doing it more than easy on the first
getting the beat on
the first San Lucas. So, but Benji, I don't
immediately triggered the entire Visma team to launch Jonas to the wheel.
Yeah, but I don't understand. It's free time.
Yeah.
Just you have 4 riders in the group. It's free time.
The reasoning is they see everybody as co-leaders. Otherwise, you wouldn't do this.
But that's not what they said. That's before the race. They said there's the one big boss.
No, nobody believes that. I didn't believe that.
I believed it. I thought,
really?
Well, why else would you take them?
Because
isn't the reason you say to Almeida or Ayuso, it's like we will take Micah unless you're happy to do Micah's role.
Because the way they're riding, the only explanation I see in the last 2 days is because they want to preserve Ayuso. They want to keep Almeida in GC. They want to. Who's the other guy?
Almeida, I can understand. He's just Almeida has not been Almeida has not been bad.
Yeah.
He is just doing Almeida things, you know.
Yeah. But maybe Ayuso just had a worse than expected, and they expect more from him in the coming days.
And as I said yesterday, you know, the Vuelta in 2022, he had a rough start, and he finished the race really strong. So,
because like if we compare this year to last year, how UAE rode, Yates was doing a lead out on the first 2 stages.
Yeah.
Took yellow still on stage 1.
They're missing Groschardt and McNulty Bjerg and
they're missing someone for me between Sivakov and Wellens. Because Wellens has not stepped up. Wellens should still be there.
There's been a counterattack from the peloton. Alexei Lutsenko, Ben Healy, and a Uno X. This is for UCI points. I'm telling you, this is for UCI points. 100%. Don't you think?
It's possible. Who's that responding though?
An Alpecin, I think. Or DSM.
Yellow helmet?
Yellow helmet. That's the DSMers. Yeah. This has to be for UCI points, Benji.
I can't tell you.
Because Astana need them. EF kind of need them. Uno X definitely need them.
Yeah.
And DSM, they're like 18th on the ranking.
Yeah.
I've never seen concerted moves like this for UCI points in the Tour before. Because this is the second.
That's why I have a hard time believing.
I really think it is but also to remind you that, and it could also be, you know,
how close are they in GC? Healy and so forth.
Oh, do you mean to take yellow?
That might be more valuable than UCI points.
Nah, fuck yellow. Go for UCI points. It's for yellow, yeah. So what Healy anticipates.
Yeah.
He finished on 0-0 yesterday and lost 10 bonies, or 11 to Bardet or whatever. Oh, and if he wins, I understand now. Yeah, probably what Benji says makes more sense than
Barguil is on 15 seconds. Healy is on 28. Eiking is on 15. And Lutsenko is on 25 minutes.
Okay, but Lutsenko maybe he's doing it for the reason I said.
Or he's just having fun at this point.
Who's the other one? Coulthard?
Eiking.
And what's he on? 0-0?
0-15.
And Barguil's the best place in the group.
Also 0-15. Healy 28 seconds.
Okay, so Barguil is defending yellow.
Yeah, which I think is a good move by DSM.
Yeah, that's smart. Then you don't have to pace behind. It's smart.
The fact that DSM was ready for this shows that they're on the ball.
DSM have thought about every eventuality today. And let's be clear right now. G1, if the break is going to win, G1 is going to win because the poursuivants, the poor pursuers, they're on 30 seconds and it's not coming. It doesn't look like it's coming back too quickly, especially with Christian Rodriguez defending that group. So Axel Laurence, Benji, he's missed it.
Yep, he's missed it.
Unless, I mean, Vauquelin's in the perfect position because he's with 2 trucks.
Yeah, and he fucking podium flash.
And they're sharing the workload with him. Laurence is behind having to work with Pache.
And it's logical that they share the workload because, again, top 3 of fucking Tour de France stage.
Exactly. Yeah, what's his name? Abrahamson can either win the stage or take more KOM points. Thanks, David Lucy, for the Swiss franc 10. Love your content, guys. Keep up the good work.
Mate, thanks Swiss franc, David. He's paying us a fine.
Yeah, I know. Is he expecting us to get fined by the UCI? He's trying to make sure we don't lose anything on FX. So the peloton's going super slow. Yeah. They're on 4:05. They're going nowhere. The Healy counter move is on 10 seconds ahead. To be honest, I think they're losing steam and they're not going anywhere.
Barguil, it's logical that he responds though. So he's...
Kevin Genietz just signed a long extension with Groupama FDJ. He's been one of their best riders the last 2 days. He's in the peloton actually right now, Genietz. I don't know if Madouaz is there.
Probably. He should be.
He should be. Trekker there. They'll probably be going for Ciccone, I guess. Or not really. Kosta's at the back for EF. The gap is exploding to G1 and Oliveira and Abrahamson are still pulling through hard. And Vauquelin. I thought he was about to skip a turn. And I was like, that is not, I would not do that.
Try and get a beat on.
Yeah.
Vital water. What's your favorite water bottle?
My favorite water, so I go flavored Vichy Catalan sparkling water with the lemon flavor, then the lime flavor, and then I like Sampelli. To be honest, doesn't have the kick. I actually don't like Sampelli. I can understand why Pog drinks it after a stage because it's not like that. Doesn't have that kick to it. But then when I really, I don't know. I kind of prefer other waters, to be honest. All right, San Luca starting.
I was gonna ask the chat what their favorite water was, to be honest. What's your favorite water? Anyway, San Luca climb.
Côte de San Luca. Colle de San Luca. The KOM is Michael Woods at 5:25. I actually think Primoz Roglic has the quickest time on this climb ever. And Vauquelin's begun. Oliveira is pacing at a steady pace. They have a gap of 4:17 over the peloton. So it really looks like the breakaway. This is only, as I said, it's a 5.5 minute climb. Vauquelin moves to the front,
And
starts accelerating, and this is the way to do it. Be Bop and Rock Steady with the $10 donation says, a while ago, LR said something about Abrahamson. He changed his body, but still has the climbing legs. And I selected him on my fantasy team. I'm cooking everyone in my league. Yeah, well, he's about to go into KOM again today. He's looking good. And he's probably going to come second on the stage.
Vauquelin dropping both of them, Abrahamson and Oliveira. Abrahamson dropping Oliveira, doing his own tempo. So that's the deal right now. I don't count Abrahamson out yet.
I do. Thanks, Michele, for the US5 donation. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I don't know. I think I didn't see from Vauquelin that being like the huge Laurence attack. Yeah. Abrahamson's starting to look around a little bit. I thought he did it seated. And we've still got the steep part of San Luca to come when they turn through under the archway. But if Abrahamson does indeed get back to him, that will be a huge, huge performance. I think Abrahamson, this is a step too far now. But
it's going to be difficult, but it's not.
He's not done yet. He's not cracking. He's not cracking, yeah. And I don't know how good these guys are at descending. I don't really know. So, if you only have 3 or 5 seconds on a technical descent, if someone's really good and you're bad, you can lose that in the first 3 corners.
Gap's 56 meters according to the Tour de France visuals on TV.
I think the gap is like 10 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds.
And on a flat segment at the end, Abrahamson can close that.
Are we about to have a double French victory in a row in the Tour de France?
That would be pretty crazy.
They're going to give Vauquelin the motorbike as well. Thanks, DKK. Oh, no, is that the currency?
The currency. I don't know what his name is. Underscore is his name. Thanks, DKK.
And now the Vauquelin's clear and it's a shallower section where the motorbike's making sure that we can't see any of his bike by getting nice and close to him. So Abrahamson really has no chance if Vauquelin is a competent descender. I haven't shown the peloton for a while. The peloton has not really seemed to have done a big lead out if we can trust the time ticker as Vauquelin goes under the... Is he going under the archway now as it kicks up? Yeah, he goes under. He looks strong. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good.
The gap has gone out.
Can't see Abrahamson anymore.
This is where Chris Froome got dropped by Simon Gerrans in the Giro 2008. Just these 2 bends.
Yeah. Simon Gerrans, the good old days.
Lucky they banned the control room and they let the shirtless idiot get in the way.
Yeah. The fact that there's so many people that are able to get over the barriers and nothing's happening to it. He's still running
He's still there. Like, where's the policeman?
Any security. Can't be that hard to secure this area on San Luca.
Yeah, well, it's barrier. And now he's sat down. He's going to do the same thing when the peloton goes
Abrahamson's not completely gone, but he's going...
Yeah, but it's an optical illusion. It depends. If Vauquelin starts to really struggle, I mean, this is the steep section. This is where Pogačar probably will attack, I would expect. The 16, 17% section.
I can't wait for the peloton to arrive here. I want to see the lead out.
The peloton's doing the lead out now. It's gone down to 4:03, so someone's starting to pace. Ooh, it might be lights out for Abrahamson, Benji.
He's struggling. He's struggling. The truck's running out of diesel. 4:03.
The peloton is climbing, apparently. We don't know what's happening. Probably it's Ineos and Visma doing the lead-outs, but we'll see what's going to happen. Maybe Adam Yates comes back to the front again. It's a pretty small group. Little Trek. Right. And Tej Benoot starts to launch it on the front for Visma Lease bike. So Trek went with Schoens, and Benoot starts to launch it. Uso on the right-hand side as well. Poggy's trying to move up position. He's quickly back into about 5th wheel. He's going to want to be on Vingegaard's wheel to take it away from Ciccone. We see Vlasov on the left-hand side. Richie Carapaz trying to come up as well. Adam Yates is in the wind trying to move up position. He's probably going to be ready to do a lead out. I will say Yates is going to start pacing very, very soon. He's moving up, looking ominous. Vlasov on the wheel of Pogacar. Guillaume Martin just behind Yates. I can't see how big the group is, but Benoit's doing a really hard pull. And as you see with the spectators, if Yates wants to do the lead out, Benji, he can't move up right now because it's blocked off. Geraint Thomas dropped.
Not surprising, to be honest.
And Jorgensen will have to take over unless Vingegaard's going to attack.
Benoit's gone, so what happens here? Jonas, Jorgensen comes to the front, and he starts pacing.
Jorgensen comes to the front to start pacing, blocking
brings
Yates.
the UAE rider with him, eh?
It's Yates. Yates is going to start pacing.
Yeah. But on the wheel of Yates.
Carapaz is trying to bump Pogacar off the wheel of Vingegaard. I see, is it Roglic to the left-hand side of Carapaz?
Come on, give us something.
Yates is pacing. York should let the wheel of Yates go, or do you think that's weakness and then Poggy goes to the wheel of Yates and you have a problem?
I don't know, but what I would like to see right now is like a ticker on the left top that tells me how much is left from the climb, because we see that from the breakaway, but not from the peloton.
It's still a long time on the peloton from that archway, and it kicks up there.
Vauquelin's definitely.
Vauquelin's cracked Abrahamsen, and it's 350. So Vauquelin, all things being well, should win this stage, which is fantastic to see from the young, talented French rider in Arcaire B&B Hotels.
You ruined that one.
Have they won a tour stage?
Ooh.
I'm not sure they have.
I don't think so.
I don't remember them. They were kind of breakaway TV fodder.
Fortuné, or was it?
Quintana didn't win a tour stage on them. Oh, Fortuné Samsic. Yates is doing his metronomical pace, his Micah impression. Really narrow. They're about to go under the archway now, and it kicks up. We're about to see, as the TV images cut out, we're about to see the moment of truth as Yates leads out on San Luca. Who is
Jorgensen, good? Vingegaard, and then Pogacar. Here's the steep corners, eh?
Here's the steep, yeah.
Poggy's not in the wheel of...
No. Pogacar is watching Vingegaard to see if Vingegaard loses a wheel or gap, and then he will move.
We've got a chasing down.
Abrahamsen caught by Tejada and Pacher, but they all stop. So Vauquelin...
Laurent's not there.
Is he not?
I didn't see him.
Jorgensen's really struggling under the pace of Yates. Vingegaard looks pretty rock solid. And Ricky Mas looking dangerous as well. Remco Evenepoel, I don't know if he's moving up positions or sliding back. I think he's moving up positions, actually. Almeida trying to move up on the right-hand side, but he's about to get blocked as well by Yates.
No move so far.
Remco looks really, really good. Really good. Rodriguez is there.
Bardet being dropped. These are the droppies, eh?
These are the people getting dropped. Hindley being dropped. Felix Gall is spinning up a storm. These are the drops, right?
Is that a user?
Roglic is dropped.
Primoz is dropped.
Roglic is dropped.
Primoz is dropped.
And like really dropped. He's behind Trek and co. And someone else from UAE must be dropped, no? Ayuso must be dropped. I did not see, because Almeida is there, Poggy is there. Remco looks absolutely rock solid. He looks super good. No, it's Van Hils. It's Van Hils. I thought it was Almeida. Maxim Van Hils is... Only Pogacar, Ayuso, and Almeida are dropped.
Mas still there is pretty cool to see, though. But what happens now? We're getting over the top. We've got no bonus seconds. We've got a small distance. There goes
Pogacar.
Vingegaard tries to respond on the left, but that acceleration is huge. But he is on the wheel in that corner.
It's super late.
Yeah. But they are going with two, eh?
He's going for the motorbike. No, Vingegaard's in the wheel.
Is that Carapaz responding?
Yeah, Carapaz is looking fucking good. Jonathan Vaught is vindicated. Carapaz is the only one that can challenge these two. Vaught is vindicated. Everyone said he was wrong and hamming it up for Netflix.
He's doing a shots patat right now.
Dude, someone that was only using a balance bike 2 days ago on Tinia. Vingegaard's doing really well.
Slight exaggeration.
Dude.
He's in the wheel.
Step on him! Counter him! He's doing it.
Pogacar keeps going. This is the segment, eh? Nobody's going to be gapped today.
Vingegaard is doing it fucking easy, bro.
Both.
Half wheel him.
Both looking good.
Doing it easy.
This is the top of San Luca, eh?
Vingegaard should relay.
There's no bonus second, so he should relay. trying to look at Rodriguez is in the group with Bardet. Hindley's in that group. I'm trying to see people.
Vingegaard
Jonas
is pulling.
Relaying with Pogacar.
I've just said that in the chat. Even though this is a minute. But it's safer to do it with two.
Yeah.
It's safer to
Wait,
do
we
it.
got the small vocal on the left side?
Sorry, Kevin.
Don't care.
Were you surprised by Poggy's attack placement? It was not the attack where you attack because you're like the strongest to create a gap. It was his surprise attack. You know, like he was trying to catch him by surprise.
I don't know if I'm surprised about the placement yet. I'll decide on the podcast later. I'll keep a cliffhanger for the podcast.
Dude, Vauquelin is fucking strong. He barely lost that much time on the climb.
But where is Roglic here? He's on 25-30 seconds, right?
Yeah, he looked... Well, I don't know if he's with Bardet or in between. He might only be on 10 seconds.
But Roglic dropping on San Luca like that? Sorry, but...
This is his climb. You know, when I said who holds the record, in our database, Roglic holds the San Luca record. He is not in good shape if he's dropping here. Hey, Toby, come here. Toby. Come on. The tour is back, baby. Let's go. Toby, what have you got to say about Vingegaard responding to Tadej Pogacar on San Luca?
He's not responding.
He doesn't give a shit. This is actually, you know how depressed I was after Basque Country, Benji? Like, I don't really care what happens in this tour. That's not true, but no, but like,
the biggest lie I've ever heard.
I was just sad that we would not have a battle of some description.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a battle. Like, it looks like that's the case. I mean, it's only stage 2.
We've got both the Slovenian Minor and the Danish Anchovy together, and they're both flying.
Our beloved Danish Anchovy in the wheel of Pogacar. I think both of them are not pulling. I think he got to stop pulling. Do you think he doesn't want to get counted on the 1K 5%?
I think on this segment, he doesn't want to get countered, but once they get to the descent and the flat part, they're going to be working together again because it benefits both of them. It's not like there's a danger of bonus seconds going to Pogacar for Vingegaard. So why would you not relay with him? You're putting time into all the other competitors if you have a bad day.
Yeah, but they will be close, no? Because these guys are not pulling so...
Not that close. It was 25 seconds on top, eh?
No, that was to Bardet.
Ticker said 25
not
seconds.
to Remco. They know where they took 25 on Remco. No way.
15 seconds then?
I think about 10 to 15 seconds, but then Vingegaard stopped relaying, so Poggy's not going to pull full, so it could already be 8 seconds. To be honest, for Vingegaard, like... But this is why UAE should have paced Benji.
Yeah.
Pogacar's explosivity with the 8 bonies...
Yeah, but pace where? On the first San Luca, but position.
No, I mean with Pollitt, don't let the break go to 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Just control the stage a bit more.
But that's also a sign of their team not having that ruler strength because Wellens dropping 2 climbs ago is not good.
Yeah, Wellens was not good. Vingegaard, now that they're on the descent, is pulling. I think he wants to be in front on the descent. It's a narrow descent. And then how long's the valley to the finish that Vauquelin has to navigate?
This is Roglic group. Roglic is on more than half a
Roglic
minute.
is still climbing and UAE are not pulling behind him. UAE are not pulling. They're sitting in the wheel of Roglic.
Which is good.
Rodriguez is also in this group, I think, Benji. Yep. There's multiple Ineos not pulling, but I think Rodriguez, now Ineos will pull. So they're coming back. Bardet might pull to try and save his jersey. Yeah, Simon Yates is there. There's 3 Borers. 3 Bora in the group.
That is crazy.
I think Remco is in a group ahead, no?
Yeah, yes.
Remco is in a group with... Are you sure?
Yes.
With Jorgensen then?
Yeah. Is this Louis Vervaeke?
Number 3, but no, I don't know. Jorgensen.
Yeah, so Jorgensen's a Roglic group.
Yeah, that makes sense because...
So Remco is definitely ahead.
Remco is ahead with El Jaguar.
I'd like to see where they are.
I think Poggy's trying to put Vingegaard under pressure here.
I don't think that's going to work. But you might as well try it because...
Yeah. It's 12 seconds, Luke says, the gap between Remco and Jaguar and Vingegaard and Pogacar.
The thing is also, Vingegaard crashed on the descent, so maybe if Pogacar thinks maybe he's a bit startled from Basque Country still.
Yeah, that's what I mean. or Poggy's just heavier and he wants to also keep the pace high too.
Yeah.
Should Poggy continue, Benji?
Yeah, why not?
But are
He doesn't care about his co-leaders. His team cares about the he doesn't.
But should he not care about that? If you're not taking time...
If he keeps going, they're all domestiques.
Yeah, but Benji, if you're not taking time on Vingegaard,
yeah,
why do you make sure that Ayuso and Almeida lose time to Vingegaard?
Because then they're your domestique.
Yeah, but you don't...
Selfishly, it helped him.
Yeah, but you can make them do something, you know?
Almeida, what use is he tactically as a co-leader?
Yeah, but we haven't hit the climbs yet. We haven't hit the real climbs yet.
But I don't see that with him.
I don't know. I don't know. I think...
I saw this Tour de France, and I still see this Tour de France at a two-man battle. And I don't think UAE can use that co-leadership to really hurt Vingegaard.
If you're Poggy, do you care about taking time on Remco and Roglic?
What's right?
If you're Pogačar, do you care that Remco or Roglic are even in this race?
I think you should. I think he wants to race. I think it's as simple as that.
I wouldn't give two shits if they're dropping like that. I wouldn't give two shits about. And then,
well, Remco didn't drop like that. He didn't even respond to the attack.
If the stage win was up for grabs, it's completely different. Then of course you pull but I don't know. I don't really see the benefit, to be honest. It is safer as well to be on the descent with two.
The only thing is, it's just the mixed signals. You know, on one end, I'm perfectly fine with UAE going all out for Pogačar and him continuing at this point, but it's kind of the opposite of what they did yesterday, where they stopped and they're not really using the other potential co-leaders.
That's the thing. Benji has been vindicated. Like, no, because they didn't use them as co-leaders.
Yeah.
They didn't use them to do the lead out.
Yeah.
And then Pogačar, which is protecting them, but then Pogačar rides against them as co-leaders. Yeah, but so it doesn't make sense.
But tactics aside, I want to see these two race against each other. And I want to see these two now ride with each other because it on paper benefits both of them in GC individually. So I'm perfectly fine with the situation as an entertained viewer, because the battle is on, man. The Tour de France is here.
Dude, and poor old Kevin Vauquelin, we just now seen him for the first time for about 10 minutes. He didn't get much screen time. He knows he's going to win. He's got the goatee or whatever, the chin strap. Hugely talented rider. And also, if you've seen him in Etoile de Bessèges, his TT, he's just a huge, huge prospect. And we've got the camera. One of my neighbors here, actually, a lovely French family, they're friends with, it's Emmanuel Hubert, is the general manager, I think, of Arkea Samsic. And we're super happy for them, actually. It's nice for other teams to win races, especially at the Tour. It means so much. And him winning this race can fund Arkea. Like, the sponsors can re-up. Like, it really matters a lot, you know? So I really am happy to see Vauquelin win. I'm happy we've got some GC action.
This is the first year, if he wins, I've done a tier list on my YouTube channel for every Grand Tour, the last 3, and Arkea has been in the lowest category.
Yeah, they've been break
because they've been shit.
They've been sprint break TV fodder,
and they've barely been successful at that in the first place. So this would put them much higher than that.
Yeah, he's got 2.5 Ks to go. Vingegaard and Pogačar at 2:43, which is like 3 kilometers behind. And they've caught up with, I was like, Steph Crass. Well, he's bridged across them pretty well.
What's his name again? What's Total Rider again? Who is it again?
Jordan
Gigard.
No,
you can't forget it.
Gigard is actually good. Now, write his name down in your little black book. He is like Vauquelin 2-3 years ago. He's actually a good rider.
Yeah.
Vingegaard and Pogačar relaying. We're seeing on the screen that Evenepoel's group is at 14 seconds. Roglic is at 46 seconds. Bardet, 41 seconds. I dare say Roglic is in the Bardet group, and that's just the track.
Yeah, that's
so Roglic is with Bardet, but 40, say it goes down to 30. That's a big gap, Benji, but they have domestiques pacing absolutely full. I think Remco has a good chance of making it back to this group with Jaguar.
He's got to keep going in Remco, eh?
Is Almeida, Ayuso, are they in the Bardet group or Jaguar?
Well, no, because Yates was in the Bardet group, and we didn't see Almeida and Ayuso anymore. So Ayuso might be behind the Roglic group.
Yeah, maybe.
Almeida should be in it, at least.
This is unbelievable scenes from the Tour de France already. Stage 2, we've got the big guns going toe-to-toe, chopping off.
This
to
is Fossombrone.
Yeah, but with a longer valley, which I actually prefer to have the longer valley a little bit. But
and a harder climb?
Just Carapaz and Remco. Wow, Richie was good, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. And Remco, honestly,
this is a good sign, man.
I think Remco could have gone if he wasn't a bit asleep. Pogacar went on the barrier side. Remco was a bit deeper. I think Remco is in really, really good shape. In fact,
really impressed.
It's kind of like those things. If you don't attack yourself, you will be attacked. So if he felt good, he should have moved to the front
But also, on one end, yes, I was slightly bit worried about Remco on a stage like this, even though he's had stages like this in the past where he was good.
That he won worlds on. This is the sort of thing he's good at.
The stage I'm worried about are the major mount stages.
Yeah.
So,
but he's clearly,
I'm always going to be on the fence until that happens.
His VO2 max has to be half decent.
Yeah, for sure.
And also the watts per kilo don't lie on 10, 12%.
For the more mainstream viewers, VO2 max, how long is that effort?
Like 3 to 8 minutes, 2 to 8 minutes. Kevin Vauquelin just added some zeros to his price tag, drums up the crowd in Bologna. Huge win, smart win, going with Oliveira and Abrahamson's Fuga de la Fuga, dropping them on the last San Luca. What a talent, what a star.
What a legendary
Happy for him. Hats off to him in Arkea. They played a blinder today. 2 teams that won the 2 stages, tactically, unbelievably good. Abrahamson there is going to take second on the stage, which is also, nothing to sniff at, 150 UCI points. Also time on the... Oh, no, he doesn't care about time, but yeah. What a ride again from Abrahamson to be sprinting for KOM points. He powered across all the climbs all day, and then to still take second on the stage is hugely impressive. I hope Oliveira gets up for third, but I dare say he's still being... Even to the last, Oliveira's being too generous. Benji was right. Laurence is behind this group, Benji.
Yeah. He wasn't there.
He was... Why did he jump on first San Luca like that? Pacher dusts up everybody in the sprint, or is C-Rod going to come around?
A 1 entry?
No. Pacher takes it ahead of Rodriguez and Tejada.
Let's see.
And now we see now we're counting time gaps. Poggy pulling... I think if the camera pans back, I wish they'd show. Yeah, Remco's here. Remco's coming with El Jaguar de Tulcan, the Aero Bullet. This is what Remco's advantage as well. He's so fast on the flat. I think he's going to lose 5 seconds at most.
Yeah, for sure.
As well. Laurent's cramped.
That explains. Long stages in the heat.
Long stage.
He's going to be close. He might close that down. Will they sprint for it, or will they just roll it in?
No, they just...
You want to stop relaying?
Why? Does he not want to be gapped on the line in the sprint?
I think Remco gets to the wheel.
Yeah. But there won't be a sprint. Why would they sprint?
Remco should do a sprint now just to get to the wheel. Let's see. Pogacar is leading it in with Vingegaard on the wheel, and Jordan Gigal, legendary French rider on Total Energy.
I think Jonas doesn't want to be gapped in the sprint.
I think that's fair.
That's why he's staying in the wheel.
Oh, Remco giving everything to try to close it down.
Remco will be on the same time.
Whatever happens, a great ride by Remco.
Richie will go ahead of him, and
they're not far behind, by the way. Yeah. The others are gotten closer as well. And Remco's in the wheel of Pogacar and Vingegaard, and there goes Jordan Gigal with the major attack on the left side of the road. Carapaz in the wheel. Remco tries to follow that. Vingegaard follows that. Pogacar knows that he just needs to follow the wheel, but they're pretty...
Jonas should have relayed in the end.
That's going to be Bardet tries to save his yellow jersey, but that is going to be...
Who is yellow jersey?
Very close. Nah, he's lost.
No, he's lost it.
He's lost it.
Ciccone sprinting. Who's in yellow?
What?
Who's in yellow?
Pogacar is in yellow.
Why? He didn't
bonus. No, he didn't take bonus seconds.
Bonus.
Is Remco in yellow?
He crossed. It'll be on stage positions. No?
I don't know who's in yellow. Stage position first, 4th. It's Poggy then, no?
Yeah, but Remco was
Remco got
6th, and Remco finished.
Marv.
No, Remco's in yellow.
They're equal on. No, they're equal on stage positions. I don't understand the rules because, like, you'd say stage positions is a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and Remco finished how many positions ahead of Poggy just here?
2. Ah, 7. I thought it was
7,
6.
I thought it was 6. It was
Okay, fair.
All right, thanks for watching as always. What an exciting finish to this stage.
Sporza says Bardet with 1 second, but I don't think that's true.
No, they were deeper.
I think they were deeper as well.
No. Sports are Flemish fake news as usual. All right, thanks for listening. We're going to shut down the live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do the pod now. See you there. Ciao.